Hey everyone. Alright, today I'm going to be working on RPG Maker again. I'm going to continue doing mining, and probably after I'm done with this particular map, I'm going to move on to some of the crafting, especially using the ore that you get from mining to make bars and then, be able to start doing stuff. Like, the first thing I'll probably do is let you upgrade your pickaxe from a stone pickaxe to a copper pickaxe, because that's the first set of ore that you'll get. Wyatt, hello, thanks for joining. So I just drew this map like really quickly earlier, like probably about 15 minutes before I started the stream. Rimco, hello. I want to test it out and see if this waterfall effect works, so I need to go and do that, and let's test it out, see how it goes. Like Spike, thanks Ripco. Alright, new game. I have noticed it's taking forever for the game to actually load now. Alright, see, it's not working right. So I have to move these two here down lower to the next set of tiles. But the top looks, I think, okay. It's hard to tell, to be honest. But I think that's the way it's supposed to look. I don't know. So let's take this and move it down to here. And take this and move it down to there. And now let's give it a shot. Let's see if it works. Alright, I mean, that works. It's just weird, it's like coming from nowhere, but I think that's how it was supposed to be. So in the other level 1, okay, this is how they did it before, so there's just kind of like a gap up there. I can kind of do that. I can reproduce that. What I'll do is I'll just take this. There we go. I'll take that and I'll just do like that. And then it looks like the waterfall's coming from behind. I don't know. I think that'll look okay. I was watching a YouTuber named Lolik. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Alright, so this level here, I still have to do the events to create ore on here. So on the regular mine map, I have 5 different ores that you, I don't know what you want to call it, rocks that you can mine to like match everything. So in this particular case, I'm going to go with the green one, which is ID 4. Zonfar, what's up? How is everyone? Not too shabby. How about you? I was watching a YouTuber named MikeBigFrog. He's pretty great. I don't know if you've heard of him. Thanks, Ripco. Welcome back, Frogbot. How do you spell the YouTuber is? Why would I possibly give a shit about that, Wyatt? Woo! Alright, so, event number 4. So I'm going to go here. No, this is the wrong one. We'll go here, and where are we at? Character creator. No, that's wrong. Event spawner, that's what it's called. What do I have defined here? Oh, cool, I already did it. So gray rock, brown rock, blue, green, red. So all I have to do is say small green rock, and it will spawn that stuff. So let's go back to level, I think it was 4. Yeah, all right, so let's take this, and we're gonna paste it into here. So the very first time this is created, right here. Yep, boom, like that. Only I'm going to change it to be, instead of brown rock, I'm going to make it green rock. Green, copy, paste, 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 paste. All right, cool. So it's going to start randomly placing rocks, but I have to define the regions that it goes into. People, Frogbot is back. Yes, Zonfar wants to give a makeover to Ribco because, and I quote, honey, you need it, because bored. I see Restream isn't back though. Oh, isn't it really? That I'm not sure what the problem is. That shouldn't have anything to do with the backup. It's just not working. I know they've been making a ton of changes to Restream and to Streamlabs, unfortunately. So it's possible that Restream just broke or isn't going to be available like that anymore. I'll turn it off. But yeah, that actually coincidentally has nothing to do with the backup being restored. Nope, LOL. Sup, Beedrill, what's up? I'll end up having an enemy after me? I could do that, some Beedrill, yes. All right, so let's go here and we're going to define some regions. All right, so you start out over here. So let's give this region 1. And I need to leave a path. Oh, that's right, I'm not doing boxes, so I can just draw this. So these random rocks that are created could end up anywhere in here. But like I said, I want to leave a path so no matter what happens, you can get out of here. Even if you decide you don't want to mine, you can still have the ability to get out. I mean, I'm only going to be spawning 5, so the chances of it making a pattern that blocks you from leaving is pretty much impossible, but I don't want to, I don't like the word pretty much. I want it to be impossible. All right, so that's that. All right, so 2 is going to be, let's do this little area here. Yeah, like that. And then we'll go, just basically the only thing I have to make sure of is, again, that there's a path and that I don't put this region over top of something that already exists. So if I put it over top of one of those green rocks here that you can mine, it would really screw up everything. All right, so there's the path there. The path to get up, so I'm going to try to implement fishing. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but that's what this dock is for. There's going to be a couple places around the world that you'll be able to go fishing, and this will be one of them. So that'll be cool. Will you? Question mark. What's the metal part of a lamp surrounding the bulb and supporting the shade called? Oh, I have no idea what that's called. Huh. All right, let's keep going this direction and have it all the way through here like this. Boop, 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 boop. And we'll have 2 end, I don't know, about there. Now let's do 3. And really, defining these regions doesn't matter too much how accurate they are. However, I do like to make enemies spawn differently in the different regions. That doesn't necessarily mean I have to do that either. I can just make it standard. There we go, that's way easier when we're talking about big areas like this. Cool. Good. Boom, boom, boom. There we go, 3. All right, so let's give it another path. Yeah, I guess we'll just go down like that. We'll continue down that way. All right, and then last we'll do 4. 4 can be there. Nope, this is not. Nope, I keep forgetting. Can't do that. All right, cool. There, there, and then this area, that area, and that. Okay, and now if you wanted to and do nothing else, you could, without anything being in your way, you could come to this level, you could work your way up and you could fish, or you could go the whole way over to go down to the next level. I wouldn't recommend it. The whole point of this is you want to mine, but still. Those numbers are enemies, right? They're actually regions, so I can do a whole bunch of different things with them. Basically what I'm doing is defining number 1 as its own separate area, number 2 as its own separate, number 3 as its, and number 4. So I can do enemies there, but right now what I'm focusing on is spawning the rock that you can mine. So we'll do that too, why not? And then the last thing I try to do is I define the path itself as its own region in case I want to make it like a higher encounter rate or a different set of enemies. That's not a horrible idea to do that, and then that way you guys kind of get punished for taking just the most direct path. So that'll be that. Skyrim Gamer, woo, new live stream. What's up, Skyrim? Okay, yeah, so let's go back to this. All right, so I said small green rock in 1. So that was over here. Actually, I take that back. We're gonna bring the regions back up again so I can see this. Okay, so small green rock in region 1. The other thing that I've been being very careful about is how many rocks per level I'm going to have, because I noticed some levels had like 50 rocks that were going to be spawned in, and then others only had maybe like 15. So I'm trying to keep them between 25 and 30 total rocks. So let's count what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we still have to get as many as another 17 rocks in here. So let's try to spread them out evenly for the 4 different areas. So I guess, yeah, like with 17, we could do 4, 4, and 5, give or take. 4, 4, 4, and 5, I should say. Copy, paste, paste, paste. All right, so this one, we're doing 5. No, okay, yeah, so I have to go back and change those. Never mind, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. This is going to go into region 2. And we need to take 1 out of each of these, except for the last one. Yeah, I guess the last one's fine. We need to have 4 in each. Boom. Oh, missed. There we go. Edit. You can also rewatch it, but you can also like this stream. Sure. I would like some likes. I wasn't going to stream this today, but I was like, you know, I need a little motivation. Hold on. Hello? Hi, I'm streaming. I guess so. I didn't even know it came in dark. Okay. Okay. Love you. Bye. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Did that hang up? Yeah, it did. Okay. You can rewatch it. That's what you're trying to say. Alright, so that's 3, and then last, let's do 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And that gives us 17, which gives us 30 rocks on this level that you can mine when it's done. Alright, so this level's basically done. The only thing that I'll have to do later after I come back to this is, so like there's 2 different exits that you can get back down again. I have to make sure that they both actually go to the next level, but the next level doesn't exist yet. I do realize now I made a mistake. I have to make this invisible there because that opens up when you flip the switch over there, but before it would just be there and you wouldn't be able to do anything with it. I might rewatch it, but I haven't had much time today and yesterday, so... Alright, so now we've got many levels. We have, that's the 7th level. There's actually going to be probably like 25 or 30 levels when it's all said and done of the mine. And I'm not going to have, I don't want to say I'd never, but I'm probably not going to have an elevator system, but it's going to be where like there's a staircase and then right next to it is the staircase down. So if you guys have to keep going down, it would be like that. If I do an elevator system though, you know, that would be very much like Stardew. Wouldn't be out of the question. Okay, so let's go into, where's it at? There it is, Hestia. Oh, okay. So we're going to go and we're going to go back to this quest with the blacksmith. So the last time I streamed, I think it was, I showed you guys, when you talk to the blacksmith, you bring him a note after you've talked to the mayor. If you have the note, which is what it's checking for, it takes it away from you. It says something about along the lines of, I want to teach you how to do stuff like smithing. Before any of that though, you need to mine some ore. Here, take this. He gives you a stone pickaxe, and he also, that unlocks mining. With that, you can mine ore. There's an old mine. It tells you about that. Bring me 5 pieces of copper ore, and I'll show you how to upgrade your pickaxe. So this here says now that mining is unlocked from this tab, that's when this comes in. And it looks into your inventory and it says if the number of copper ore, I have to put it in a temporary spot first, but if it is greater than or equal to 5, do stuff. Other than that, just say, don't forget to continue your training. You need to bring me 5 of the copper ore. So now we're going to continue from here because we should have 5 in our hands. All right, cool. So he's going to say, what is his name? I can't remember what I called him. Is that Jeff? No, that's not Jeff. Maybe it's Jeff. I don't know. Let me go look. I don't remember what I called this guy. his name is Brad. Okay, so it's Brad that we're doing here. I just came up with names off the top of my head. I'm not very good at that. All right, Brad. Why am I not seeing Brad? Oh, blacksmith. It's just called the blacksmith. That's what he looks like there. He's gonna say. Oh. Excellent, you brought me the ore. Now, let's get started on smelting. S-M-E-L-T-I-N-G. Period, and then we have to do his name. Boom. All right, cool. So now what I'm gonna have him do is I'm gonna have him walk over to be at this spot here and facing this direction, and then wherever I am going to make me walk over and be in front of this fire, which is easier said than done. So, excuse me, first thing we're gonna do is move him. So set movement route of this event being the blacksmith himself. You can see where he's standing, so he's going to have to move over 3 tiles to the left. So 1, 2, 3. Then he needs to turn to face the player, which means he has to turn right. So all he's going to do is take 3 steps and then turn around, basically opposite of the way he was facing. I'm going to say skip if cannot move, but with this path, there shouldn't be any reason why he can't move, other than the random characters that are walking around if they happen to come to this area. Little Lava's right here, but she's not going to be in this area permanently. She's going to be moved to like a forest eventually. All right, so then I have to think about where I'm going to be as the player. I have to set that movement route. And this time we can take advantage of the skip if can't move thing. So I could be standing here, I could be standing here, here, or here when I talk to him. I have no idea where I'm going to be standing. I can say a couple different ways, but the easiest thing for me to do, I guess, no, now that I say that, I changed my mind. All right, here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to have different sets of paths based on the direction that I'm facing. So if I'm talking to him, I'm facing towards him. There's no other way that that's going to be. Oh, I'm already doing this wrong. Control, there we go. So I can say if the character, me, is facing down, that means I'm above him. Create an else branch. So if I'm above him, then my path after he's done walking is going to be, let's see, set movement route. I'm going to move down, then move left twice. So I'm going to be standing where he is, 1, 2, move left, and then I'm going to turn left, which I'll already be facing left, and then that way we're facing each other when we're talking. Still haven't found the anvil texture? I haven't. Just the Floridian? La la la, I can't hear him wearing a diamond helmet with retard protection 4? Okay, sure. I completely forgot about it, to tell you the truth, Ribco. Skip if cannot move. All right, so technically, oh wait, okay. Other huge important thing, and I forget this all the time. If I don't change the speed of the player, change speed to be normal, I'm going to be dashing and I'm going to constantly be knocking into him, and the whole animation will fail. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to change the speed back to faster, which is the default for the player. So my speed for this motion is just going to be the normal speed. Actually, I think he's going to go even slower. The blacksmith, I think he goes 3. Let's try this again. I'm trying to remember, and if I'm wrong, I can fix it, but I hate to go through the whole process if I can avoid it ahead of time. All right, I have to go slower, and then I'm going to go back to normal after it's done. All right, cool. Else, if... oh, I'm on the wrong tab, that's why I can't find it. If character is facing left, that means I'm standing over here next to the blacksmith. Create an else branch, yes. And actually what we're going to do is just copy and paste this down here and change the steps. edit. All right, so we don't need move down. He's going to be here. He's going to have to move, if he's standing here, 1, 2, 3 lefts. So 1, 2, 3, or I'm sorry, 1, 2, and he's already turned. So we have to add 1 more left. So now he'll be standing in front of the anvil looking at the blacksmith when he's done. Cool. All right, next, control branch. If character player is facing up, that means he's standing right here next to him. Then and I have to do something else. See, I just thought of something else I forgot before. Huh? Oh, all right, so I guess just ban that person. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't really give a shit either. If the player is facing up, let's do a different one that way. All right. So if the player is facing up, we're going, crap, hold on, sorry. Copy, paste, all right, edit. So we're facing up, so we have to move up first. So move up, then we're gonna have to move left. He's gonna be standing there 2 times. So move left, move left. The last one is not needed. Turn left, which I'll already be left, and then change my speed back, wait for completion, and so on. So one last thing I'm gonna have to do, if I'm standing next to him, he won't be able to move, and that's a bad thing. So I'm gonna put another if statement up here. I'm going to say, if the character is facing right, he's in the way, in other words, then I have to do a movement of set movement root. The player has to move down, then look up, turn up, and now he's going to be out of the way of the guy. So if he was originally looking up, now he's going to try to go up, and then he'll go over too many times, but the guy will be in the way, so it still applies, so we're good. That has now completed all of the options. All right, so in order for this to happen, mining has to be unlocked, and I have to have copper ore. So let's test this out. Let's put a quick chest here, quick event, treasure. I'm gonna go with item, and I'm gonna say, boop, 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 boop. Nope, keep going. There we go, copper ore. All right, now let's go into the settings of this, and let's give me 5 pieces instead. And let's also unlock temporarily mining, so this will work. Let's see, mining unlocked, okay, and that's on, correct, okay. Now let's put me right here, player, and let's test this out. Save, yes. Bandom, thanks Ripco. Just be prepared, he's probably gonna have lots of other accounts. All right, we have to test this in 4 different ways. Let's go and talk to him from the front. Oh wait, that's right. Hold on, get this first. There we go. Now let's talk to him from the front. Excellent, you brought me the ore. Now let's get started on smelting. He walks over 3 spaces, I walk up, I walk over, I'm matching him, and then things would happen. So like after that's done, I haven't like locked in anything, so he's gonna be able to move around. So that's case number 1. Let's try case number 2. All right, open the chest. Let's walk over to here, and let's talk to him from above. Excellent, you brought me the ore, now let's get started. He walks over there, I walk down 1, I walked over those 2, and boom, I'm in the right spot again. Let's try again. This is the kind of stuff you've got to do to test video games. It is, excuse me, very tedious. Very, very tedious. And this is how bugs are made, because you start getting lazy with your testing. And I can totally understand. I'm not judging the developers. I mean, God, this sucks. So I'm facing that direction now. Excellent, you brought me the ore. Let's get started. He walks over there. I walk that number of paces. It worked just fine. Woo! Last case. Circuit, what's up? Thanks for joining. How are you today? All right, so now we're gonna grab this. And we're going to come from this direction and talk to him. So this is the worst case scenario, and I think I'm okay with it. Excellent, you brought me to the ore. Now let's get started on smelting. I get out of his way, he moves over, I move up, and I took one extra step, but who cares? Nobody's going to notice that other than you guys because I just told you it. So I know all the different cases, like the 4 different directions I can talk to him, are all covered now. So we can continue. Okay. Some of the menu reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. I absolutely agree with that, yes. Hello, Cirque. Hey, Clark. I'm okay for the most part. For the most part? Why only the most part? Why not the all part? Alright, so, a couple other things I have to finish. I don't know if you remember when I did this last time, but originally I was going with dim backgrounds. Now I'm going with window backgrounds. So anytime you make a decision, you've got to go all throughout the entire game and you have to change things. So you want to make your decisions and make sure everything you do from that point on is not changed. Which brings me to another point. So whenever I have you guys beta test again, I'll have to wipe your saves. But after this point, if the saves need to be wiped, I've made a huge mistake. So I'm hoping that you guys will only have to deal with your saves being wiped one more time, and then it'll be good from then on. All right, all of these are windows, so that's good. All right, so we've done this whole thing. We're all standing in the spot that we should be standing. So let's see. He does that, then go down here. So this is the next step here. All right, so now the blacksmith is going to explain some things to us. He's going to say, this, oh, I did a semicolon there. This is the forge. Things, dot, dot, dot. I mean, can you be a little more mysterious, Arquette? Just a little bit more. I mean, you're being way too open, way too open. This is the forge. Here, you can smelt that ore into a bar. You can smelt that ore into a bar, or use it to forge weapons and armor. Okay, that'll be all he says in this one. The text boxes are not that big. Oops. Rad. Alright, cool. Next one. Blacksmith. We get ahead of ourselves. Let's just focus on smelting. All right. I think up here I'm gonna put the command. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. You brought me the ore. Okay, so then here it'll say gave 5 II 301. So I gave him 5 of the copper ore, and I'm going to take out of my inventory, change items, copper ore. Down here, we're going to decrease by 5. Boom, like that. All right, so now he's going to make a bar for me first. Thoggets of things? Thoggets. Thoughts of things? Nuggets of things? I'm trying to figure out though-ets? Though-ets? Thoggets. I think it's thoggets. That's what that word is. Thoggets of things. Alright, so let's play a sound effect of him doing something. Probably just a sound effect. Alright, what's it gonna sound like? A hammer or a blow? Bite, book, bow. You know what? Let's try to do background sound. Play background sound. What do we have? Darkness drips fire. Alright, hold on. Let me pause the music real quick so we can hear this. Alright. No. No. That sounds like rain. Does that sound like rain to you guys? One of the... We have to have other things. That sounds more like fire than the other one did. Nah, that's not gonna work. Storm won't. Waterfall probably won't. Because I can change the pitch to make it sound different. Nah. Nah. What about wind? No, wind's not gonna work either. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to go with this fire. I've been thinking of too much. Oh, gotcha. Thaw gets oh things. Heavy rain. That's rain. That is rain. The first one sounded the best. This one here that sounds like that one. Campfire. All right, we'll go with that. So he's going to be doing that, and then we'll be able to talk in the middle of it, and then when it's done, it'll say it'll stop that. So let's fade out the background sound over the course of 1 second, because I don't know how long this is going to take. And he's going to say, actually, let's take one step back. We are going to smelt with that same way we do, hold on, the same way we do mining, which is, this is what is involved with mining, and I only have the first couple of floors. I have to do like more for every floor too. We're looking for, where's it at? Your luck, by the way, greatly affects what you get. So you want to increase your luck as you go along. I'm going to use this timed bar thing. This is how I'm doing everything now, instead of using the battle system to do mining and whatnot. All right, so he's going to put, now let's paste that in. All right, edit. Game variable, stop early. All right, so I don't need any of this stuff here. That, I can take that away. And then game values. Okay, so this is going to be smelting copper. And this is something that you'll be able to set and then walk away from. So if you want to make a whole bunch of bars, you can do it and then walk away, and when you come back, they'll be done. Hopefully. That's the plan anyways. And let's say it takes, I don't know, 6 seconds. So that's 360 times that. That's how this game works. So it's going to put a bar up on the screen, and he's going to say, blacksmith. Oh, I started the smelting process. Now we just need to wait for it to finish. Okay, cool. How am I going to do this? Okay, so you could take greater than 6 seconds for it to work. Okay, I know exactly what to do. All right, this is just going to be a little tiny bit more complicated. But this is the kind of stuff that happens. That's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to give you guys an appreciation for video games, because like I played video games, you know, my entire life, and I knew they were complicated because I was a programmer. But God, these are so complicated, so much worse than I ever thought. And this is me using a tool to do it. People do this from scratch. Fire.exe has stopped working. Yeah, the crackle. All right, cool. You can hear it still playing in the background because I never hit stop. All right. So that's going to take 6 seconds. So what I've got to do is, with this timed bar, I can set, here we go, let's find, what's going on here, computer? There we go. Notepad++. I can use, where's his thing at? Oh, please tell me I don't. Okay, it's gone. Hold on, let's open it up. documents. All right, games, there we go. Frogbot RPG, JS, plugins, and let's go find his. It's like, there it is. Boom. All right, so he allows us to call a couple things at the end. So I can say update the variable when it's done, or I can set, more importantly, I can assign to switch. So when it's done, it toggles the switch. So I'm gonna go, assign to switch at the end of his call, which is right here. Edit. Dot assign to switch, and then we're gonna have to figure out which switch it is. So for now, I'm just gonna put a 1, but let's set a switch. Control switches. Let's see. None of these will work. So let's create a new one. Smelting done. Oh, no period. Smelting done. Okay, so smelting done is going to start out as off because it's not done yet. So smelting done is off. I started the process, now we just need to wait for it to finish. All right, so now what we're gonna do, you can sit there and wait as long as you want, but I'm gonna create a loop. And then anything that happens in this loop will happen forever until I say break loop. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to say conditional branch. With the switch, I'm going to say is smelting done. If it's on, then we are going to break from the loop, break loop. So yeah, so the game's just going to continue. It's going to sit there and loop until this up here sets the smelting done to on. Then it'll come through, and then he's going to, the background sound's going to fade out, and then he's going to say, boo. Well, we had to do programming and assembly one time just because a teacher hated us. I hate assembly language. I hate it. But it makes you understand how computers work at the most like low level. Assembly is no fun at all. Near what river is the Temple of Karnak? Oh, geez. There. The bar is complete. You can use this for this, yeah, anytime you want. Good luck out there. And then his name, Brad, and then, okay, yeah, so, first things I just realized that I've got to do is say, hi. Received, and I don't know the number to this, so I'm just going to guess for now, 351, exclamation point. So this is the game giving me a bar of copper. Wow, that's really loud. Oh, too far. Right here. And change items. Let's find the bar, and now we'll know the number and be able to go back and change it. Come on. There we go. All right, copper bar is 318. So increase it by 1. So let's go back here and say 318. Boom, like that. All right, so now we're all done. So what I'm gonna have the blacksmith do is walk around me and go back to the spot that he's at and then continue just standing there for no good reason. So I'm going to set the movement route of this event. So the blacksmith himself, he is going to, he's standing here and I'm standing there. So he is going to move down, then he's gonna move right, up, and then turn down. And he's gonna skip it, cannot move. And if he can't move and he doesn't go to that spot, he's gonna be wherever that happens to be for the rest of time, basically. Teams, I have no clue. Yeah, but everyone nowadays uses a higher level language like Java, for instance. Well, sure, I agree, but you have to learn assembly if you're gonna be a computer scientist. You have to learn how all operating systems work at their core level. You have to learn how compilers work at their core level, because the Java code is put into the virtual machine so it can be run on any system. Then the virtual machine has to break that down to machine code through the operation or the operating system calls, and then turn it into assembly language. So that's what's happening behind the scenes. All right, so he's back to where he was. I'm on my own, and I can go off and do things. All right, let's test this out and see if it works. Oh wait, first things first though, I need to make this stupid background noise stop. I never pressed stop. Where's it at? Here we go. Edit. Stop. There. God, that's so stupid. If you don't press stop, it just plays forever. Yes? All right, let's go. Let's try this. New game. All right. Copper ore was found. Let's go talk to him. Excellent, you brought me the ore. Now let's get started on smelting. Gave 5 copper ore. All right, walk away. He goes over there. I walk back. This is a forge. Here, you can smelt that ore into a bar or use it to forge weapons. Here, comma, you can smelt that iron or that ore into a bar. Jesus. You can smelt that ore into a bar or use it to forge weapons and armor. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's just focus on smelting. I started the smelting process, and you can see the bar up here. Now we have to wait for it to finish. So it's done now, so he should be talking to me. He isn't, so I did something wrong. My infinite loop is not working, and I know why. I actually know exactly why. So let's try this again. What I did is I said up here to the switch, where's it at? Wait, too far. That's why. Okay, number 22. But down here, I said assigned to switch number 1. It needs to be assigned to switch number 22. Oops. 22. Okay. That's what I did wrong. So let's try this again. Yes, save. All right. So grab that. Good. Go over here, talk to him. Excellent, you brought me that. Let's go over here. All right, it's smelting. Now we have to wait for it to finish. Smelting copper. It's done. There, received copper bar. There, the bar is complete. You can use this forge anytime you want. Good luck out there. And he walks over, walks up, looks down, and that's done, and now I can walk. Up to that point, I wouldn't have been able to walk. So now I have to make it so you can actually use this forge if you want to create more bars. That's going to be a freaking-gantic project, so I'm not going to do that on stream, but I got that part working. Now I'm going to go back to the levels here, and I'm going to put new enemies in. So here are the levels I have. That's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. This one I got from Stardew Valley, the spiral thing. Level 5, I thought this would just be cute, like there's your smiley face star guy. This is like a chess or a checkerboard kind of thing, and these were like the, you know, the pieces on the board. I want to become a computer scientist, well, sort of, so I know some basic stuff. There is no like in between. Like being a computer scientist is a lot. Well, no, I shouldn't say it's a lot of work. It is. It's you have to be really good at logic and math, more specifically math. It is not for the faint of heart. When I was in college, it was like a 75% dropout rate within the first year of people trying. Whenever I had to go from like a smaller campus to the main campus for the University of Pittsburgh. When I moved, I started out with like 150 people in my class. When I moved, there was only one other person that came with me to continue with computer science. There's an OS based on Java. I really don't know how they got that started. Well, the operating system itself is probably sitting on top of the virtual machine, but Java is still running on its like a regular operating system. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually. All right, so we have to change the enemies. So on, yeah, right here, okay. Edit. What do we have? So these are all the things from last stream. Now I have to create some enemies for this stream, or like for this area on this stream. All right, so this is the boss that you're going to be fighting at the end of level 6. Now we have to make some new enemies for levels, what would it be, 4, 5, and 6. All right, let's look and see what we've got. So this is like a desert theme one. It wouldn't be out of the question to run into things like, if they're available anyways, run into things like scorpions or, I mean, we already used snakes, but snakes too. So, oh my God, look at that thing. That thing's amazing. That's not just something you're going to run into, though. A gazer. Excuse me, I could do a gazer, huh? Try to make him, like, blend in with the background a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good enemy. Let's make him that. All right, what are we going to do? We'll call him Skyrim Gamer. S-K-Y-R-I-M. There you go, Skyrim. You've got an enemy named after you. All right, so Devin's Spider was 320 HP, so we'll make this one 600 HP. We'll make their attack 50, because at this point you've got to be at like level 15, maybe 12 at the earliest. I'm going to go, oh, okay, Circuit, I'll see ya. You should make a living cactus. Oh, I could do that too. I think I actually even have one of those. Like I have the art for it already. Its defense has to be higher too, so let's make that like 40. Start that music back up again. There we go. All right, so we're going to give it, what are we looking at here? 200 experience. So this one's going to give you 450 experience, and it's going to give you 500 gold. It's going to always attack you, but then when its HP gets down lower than 20%, it's going to throw into the mix the ability to turn you into stone. And I'm going to make it so stone wears off. There'll be like 2 different versions. Computer scientist gives me and translation error because we have 3 jobs we can translate to computer scientists. Oh, gotcha. Cactus in a mine. It's a desert, but fair point. Cactuar. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Nice one. Have a nice one, y'all. Okay, Circuit, I'll see ya. Yay, now I'm famous. Famous? Good night, Clark. Yeah. So when he's at 20%, instead of doing a regular attack, we're going to have him do a skill, and we have to go and create that skill. We'll put the skill, actually these are the enemy ones, so we'll go down to 20. We haven't even named it or anything yet, but he'll start using a skill occasionally too, and it's not a guarantee that he'll even use that. It's still going to randomly choose between these 2, so he will still attack, but yeah, he's going to try to put this state on you. So let's go to the skill, number 20, and we will call it Temp Stone. We don't want it to be permanent. Otherwise, you would just die. This would be the end of the game for you if you got that. Which of these icons looks the most like petrification? Stone? I mean, I could just use literally a stone. I mean, that's the earth one, though. Fire. That. Man, none of these really work at all. Surely this is not the first time this has ever come up, right? I mean, I'll just use this one, but that's not a good one. Temp Stone. Okay, skill type, it is a special. MP cost for the guy is going to be 25, and we're going to have to adjust his MP so he doesn't get to cast this. Maybe he'll only get to cast this like 2 times total just to be on the safe side. Scope is just 1 enemy, and he can use it at the battle screen. And again, this is just for the enemies. Let's see, so that's that. Frozen 33%. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to add a state of... Oh, shit. There really isn't a state. I'm going to have to create one of those too. So let's go with 15. Add a state 15, and it is going to be an 80% chance of working. All right. Let's see. Damage none, but add a state of 15 for 80%. Good. All right. So let's go to types. Nope. Let's go to... Wait, what? That is right. No? Yes? maybe? Oh, states, there we go. Never mind, state. All right, stone, yes, just stone. And the restriction is attack an ally or enemy. Oh wait, cannot move, that's it. So like if you get turned to stone, you're not gonna be able to move. That makes perfect sense. Priority 50, the motion is going to be normal. The overlay is going to be, doesn't really matter, I guess. Let's just say none for now then. And then if the actor is inflicted with the state, it would say space has turned to stone. All right. And then I have to say, let's see, this is temporary stone. Yeah, temporary stone. So auto removal timing will be at turn ends, and it will last 1 to 3 turns, and you're not going to be able to move, and he would do damage to you. It'll also always get removed if you get hit. So basically, it's going to have you get hit once without him getting hit in return. So that's good. Has turned to stone. You're never going to use it on an enemy. And the state will persist, so it'll say is still turned to stone. And then if it gets removed, it'll be target name has recovered. Exclamation point, has recovered. Okay, cool. So we're doing that. Back to skills. Temp stone. We're going to add the state stone temp. 80% chance of getting that state. It costs 25 to do that. Cool. Oh, I just need to switch over. Actually, because of the way this game has been, I'm going to save it too because I hate losing work. Okay, back to the enemies. So we've got this dude. His MP is very low. So let's give him a maximum amount to use it twice. Just in case it fails the first time. So he's going to attack you, and when his health gets lower, he's going to potentially turn you to stone. Cool. All right, his drop items are going to be, we'll give him a Dispel Herb. So Dispel Herb is basically like a cure-all. Chicken Margie, hi, I will come back later. Okay, see ya, Chicken Margie. I'm not going to be streaming for very long today. I just really wanted to, I don't know, just talk to people, to be honest. I don't want to give that to you all the time. So let's make it a 1 in 5 chance of getting the Dispel Herb. Let's make it give you occasionally some ore. There you go, gold ore, because we're on the level, wait, no, we're on silver. We want silver ore. Okay, silver ore probability 1 in 10, a 10% chance you're going to get silver ore, and then we're good for that. And that's pretty much all I've got to do, unless I wanted to make it bigger or smaller. So buy, okay, buy, I guess. That person pulled a bandit, right? Oh, okay. Can you name one after me? If you're here when I'm naming things, sure. All right, so that's done. Let's make a troop now. So here, we're going to add the Skyrim Gamer Gazer. We'll add one of those. And later on, we might do like combinations, but this is going to be a relatively large enemy for you to attack, especially at the beginning. So that's that troop. Good. So let's go back to the enemies and let's start doing some other ones. So, Chicken Marble. Even though he changed his name to something else. And then what are we going to make it? Let's see. Is there a cactus? There isn't a cactus. I know you guys were saying that might be weird anyways. Scorpion. Let's see. There we go, scorpion, yes. Cool. We'll make it blend in a little bit more. So what, like about that color? Sure. Chicken Marvel. Ah. There we go, Chicken Marvel. Scorpion, I don't know how to spell it. C-O-R-P-I-O-N. That looks right. S-C-O-R-P-I-O-N. Yep, I was right. Woo! All right, so this had 600 HP. We'll make these a little bit less. We'll make these 400 HP. We'll make the MP 40, because they'll be able to do poison attacks pretty often, actually. Attack, we're going to make it 50. Defense, we're going to make it higher, 50. And then those are fine. All the rest of that is fine. Maybe I'll make this a little bit higher so he's faster than you. Then experience for this will be 350. And gold will be 300. I'm just pulling these out of my ass. He will occasionally drop, yeah, you know what, a potion's fine. He'll occasionally drop a potion 1 out of 5 times, but that's all he's gonna drop. Then down here, it'll be always, he is going to be able to poison you. Rating 5, so he has the ability to poison you at any point. And that will count as one of his attacks. So it's not like an attack with poison, it's either poison or the attack. And like if you get poisoned, you are poisoned until you take a Dispel Herb. So that being said, I take back what I said before. I will occasionally drop the Dispel Herb, and I'm probably going to rename these, but if I rename them, it doesn't matter. It's the 3 that's before the Dispel Herb that matters. Anything that comes after that, whatever I name it, everything across the entire game will get changed with that. And a 1 in 3 chance of him dropping that. So it's possible you're going to get to this point without ever getting a Dispel Herb, get poisoned, and die. Alright, so troops. We are going to do one with 2 of those scorpions. Drag them like... actually, I kind of like that. Let's do it like that. Okay, cool. And we're going to auto-name it to Chicken Marble Scorpion times 2. What else are we gonna do? Enemies. We have to make at least 3 enemies per level. Alright, what are we looking at here? Let's do some slimes. We haven't done slimes up to this point, and if there's gonna be slimes, there'll be a lot of them. So let's try to make it match, which is like that. The first slime of the game so far, and we'll call it... Who else said something in this stream? I don't think anyone else really has. That isn't already a character, I should specify. Alright, so screw it, we'll just call it, Desert Cave Slime. Alright, so his max HP is going to be 250, and his attack is going to be 30, and his defense is going to be 30. His agility is going to be 30. He will give you 250 experience points. I feel like this is too low. That's too low. 300. Yeah, let's make it 300. And then gold, they'll each give you 200 gold. Drop items, we're not going to have them drop anything, at least right now, until I think of something else. And then they're just going to always attack, and that's it. But again, when you run into these, there's going to be a lot of them. There's not going to just be one. Alright, so let's make some troops. We're going to find the slimes. There it is, Desert Cave Slime. We're going to add 4. That'll be the minimum that you will encounter. 2, 3, 4. Spread them out a little bit more. Looks weird when they're all like grouped together. There we go. Auto name, good. Let's make another one. The music from this like copyright free thing gets into my head sometimes. Like I'll hum it off of stream. Alright, let's move that just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That's good. So those are the 2 versions of the slimes. And that should be enough for this level and the next couple levels too. So let's apply. Okay, so let's go back to this screen here, and we're going to change all of the troop encounters. This is going to be the entire map. There aren't going to be different regions for this particular map. So let's make it first do the scorpion. We'll have it a weight of 5 for the entire map. Cool. Should do multiple scorpions for one of them. Honey slime? Slime lives matter! You probably have magic system too, right? Are there any buffs that can give yourself like 25% increased chance of enemies dropping items? Yes and no. Hold on. Why is that doing that? That's so weird. You were the last thing, but Restream told me that there's a bunch of messages I haven't read yet, but there aren't. But yeah, I guess there is a magic system, yes. And I guess there could be something that could have enemies drop things more often, but really that's going to be your luck stat. Your luck stat is determined like how fast you're going to be attacking. It's going to come down to how many things, like if it says you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting something, if your luck stat was like maxed out, it would be basically like a 1 in 1 chance of getting one, or just slightly lower than that. But yeah, there could be something. All right, so the second one is, did I already do the gazer? No, I only did the, that's it. Okay, yeah, weight 5, then this one, desert slime 4, then this one, desert slime 5, and I'm gonna make the weight slightly lower on that one. And then I will get rid of these two. Encounter steps 18, which is pretty standard. And that's it. So mine number 4 is done. So mine number 5, edit. Let's take out all of these except for one. Edit. Let's make it go to the gazer, and we'll make it 5. And then let's go with the scorpion, make that one 5. Then we'll go with cave slime 5. And then this one we will not change, but it'll be 5 cave slimes, okay? And then encounter steps will decrease it a little bit, so you'll run into enemies a little more often, and you'll run into the 5 slimes more often, which is probably going to be the hardest battle out of all of these. Alright, then we need to go to level 6, and here we're going to go edit, and we're going to take out all of this crap here, and we're going to go with just the most difficult. So we're going to go with the gazer, and we're going to go with the 5 slimes, and that's it. So this one will have encounter steps of 15, so you're going to get even more often and only the hardest 2 bosses. Not bosses, enemies, I'm sorry. So then when you get through this entire cave, if you want to leave and go down to the next level, there's a boss. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 levels per ore type, with a total of about 80 pieces of rock between the levels. And then when you go down to the next level that requires, or that's going to give you a different set of ore, there'll always be a boss. The boss will be fair for the level I think you should be at that time. If you're above that level, it'll be a cakewalk. If you're below that level, that's going to kind of be your, like, you won't be able to go beyond that point. Like, it's my way of forcing you to be at a certain level of skill anyways in the game. So that's going to do it today for the stream. I thank you all so much for watching. I really like doing these streams to explain this stuff, but you know, if it's getting boring, let me know. It didn't have many people come today, but this is Saturday night, which is the worst night for me to stream. But that's all. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be able to get something out soon so everyone can start playing this game. All right. Bye, everyone.